Hi, I'm Mike Kowalski here at Anthem Memory Care. This is Morningside Place. I'm going to show you some of my techniques on how to keep your carpets clean and not have to use professional cleaning or replacement of carpets. Alright, so today we're going to be using the Stallion 818 SC made by NSS. It's something I ordered off Procurement Partners. We're going to go through the chemical steps filling this. What you need is a defoamer that's going to be going into your collection bin. Your defoamer is going to allow you to collect a lot more of your extraction without multiple emptyings. So this right here only takes a small fraction. I want to say it is 2 ounces of this defoamer in your recovery tank. So it's not very much at all. We're just going to put a little bit, about 2 ounces, into the collection tank, close the collection tank up, and we're good to go with that. After that, we need to mix up our chemicals for our extractor to use. Today, what we use at our facility is this product called Natural Clean. It's got 3 different settings on it that we use here. With the carpet extracting, I use heavy duty, and we're going to start filling this up with extremely hot water. This already is preset to mix up at, I believe it is, at the heavy duty setting is 4 ounces per gallon. So right now we're going to be dispensing 4 ounces per gallon, and this is an 8-gallon hold for the carpet extractor. So we'll get back to you here in the library area as soon as we get this filled up and show you a little bit more about pre-spray and extraction. Alright, now we're to the carpet cleaning process. What I would recommend, we're in a memory care facility right now where incontinence is an issue. So I use a lot of pre-treatment because of the incontinence areas and troubled areas that are very heavily soiled. In places that don't have this, just for heavily trafficked areas that you can see the dirt actually in the carpet, I would recommend using a pre-spray. That I'd mix up at the same solution rate as I use in the extractor, which is 4 ounces per gallon. You let it sit for about 5 or 10 minutes, then you can go back with your extractor. So we're going to say that we did our spraying, we pre-treated this area up here, and now we're going to use our extractor to extract out everything we possibly can out of the carpets. So on here, on the Stallion, it has 2 on switches. There's 1 on switch for the suction and 1 on switch for the brush. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the brush here right now. There's this carpet piling is pretty low. As you can see, there isn't much give in this. So when I want to set my piling height, I go to the lowest setting just because of the carpet height. I don't know if you saw that move up and down or not. So first I go on and turn on our suction, and then I'm going to turn on the brush. Down here is the button. This is for your solution. This is where your solution gets sprayed out of your bottom of your extractor. So when I come up to the wall area or a corner, I might lift my extractor up possibly just a little bit so that I can get some of the spray into the corner. I'll kind of show you how I do that, and you'll probably be able to see it kind of spraying. Then I set it down and start moving back at a very slow rate. Whole time I'm holding down the spray button for the extractor. biggest thing now with what I just did is about timing. Everything is about timing. You want to allow the extractor time to work. You want to give the solution time to work, just like with your pre-spray. But you want to give it, as you're spraying with the extractor, you want to move at a very methodical rate. And that is the key to sucking up all the solution, or most of the solution that you're putting down. More solution necessarily isn't a good thing, because it will attract more dirt to it if it is in the carpet. So you want to make sure you're methodical about moving at a constant pace and slowly. And if there are areas that are heavily trafficked or heavily soiled, you may have to actually go over them a time or two. It took multiple times to actually cleaning the carpets at this facility before we actually reached the goal that we're at now. So don't think this is a one-time process. This is something that needs to be repeatedly, and here at this facility we do it every 4 to 5 weeks. Now we're going to go to the stage of where we're going to clean our extractor out. The first thing I always go about doing is cleaning the collection receptacle. Back here, there's a hose that you remove and let go into your janitorial sinks, and then just replace once that's empty. After I release all the solution that is in the dirty side, as you can see, that's what we just picked up in that short brief cleaning right there that we just did. I take a garden hose that's hooked up to our janitorial sink and clean it. Make sure we clean out the filter, our output for our dirty solution, and clean out all the insides of this and let it flow out until it flows out clean. That way, make sure you have nothing left in here and you don't have to worry about any mold or any other problems that may happen. And I leave this container open after it is cleaned out so it can dry and the filter can dry. On our clean side, where our solution goes, you can see we still have solution in there. We use this extractor pretty often, so I do keep some solution in at some point in time. If I am not going to be using this for any period of time, say over a week at the most, you want to get that solution out. What it'll do is it'll plug up your jets in your extractor, and then when it comes time, if your jets aren't working, you're not shooting solution. If you're not shooting solution, you're not extracting anything. So you'll either have to have the jets replaced, or in most cases just have to buy another extractor because the jets have been ruined. So what I'll do is I'll go about getting all the solution out. If I was going to keep it stored for a long time, remove all the solution in this and spray it out with a hose, fill it with some clean water, and then I'd take it outside to usually to our loading dock, and I make sure I hit our sprayers for our jets and clean out all solution that's in there with clean water. Go. And lastly, really, the best thing to do is, we're not going to tip this back because there's solution in it right now, but tip your extractor back after you've cleaned out all the solution. Take this, lay it all the way down to the ground. Make sure your suction is all cleared out. Make sure there's no hair and debris in there. And then underneath here, all your brushes, you want to make sure you clean all those out as well. Make sure there's no hair or debris still stuck in there, just so that it gives to the longevity of your machine.